fast and portable, period.
And a golden age builder.
Krispy Kreme Donuts has unveiled a new donut collection with a heroic twist. In partnership with Warner Brothers Discovery, it's the Hungry for Heroes collection. Choose from Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, DC Comics' most iconic heroes. Available now at Krispy Kreme Donuts in front of HCA Hospital on 23rd Street in Panama City and on the Ross Clark Circle in Dothan. Krispy Kreme Donuts since 1937, where you get them hot.
PLQ Port St. Joe, WGSX Lunan, powered by Panama City Toyota.
ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Rise and shine, campers. It's a brand new day.
What a lovely morning.
Good morning, starshine.
You seem happy this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming in early.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local. Live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hey, get him on the field, Coach. Get him on the field. Hot tub.
Gonna get you hot tub. I'm gonna make it wet. Hot tub. Rubber dub and hot tub. Rubber dub with me. Try to get the hot tub.
Yeah.
Really make me sweat.
Yeah.
Try to get the hot tub.
Yeah.
Really make me wet.
Yeah. Well. Good morning, Wildcat. How are you feeling this morning?
And I'm a little stiff.
Yeah.
I'm a little stiff.
If you have seen his scars, honestly, it's like he's been in Montgomery in a knife fight. Looks good, man. He's like one of us. He's one of us now.
I was selling pictures on the piers out there in Jacksonville, telling kids stories about me fighting a bull shark and looking it in the eyes, and that's what
happened to me. It was a gator.
25 cents a picture.
Gator got one hand and a shark got the other. It was a hell of a fight. But you look good. You've lost weight, 22 pounds, and if you would, and I really enjoy embarrassing him. If you could, GoFundMe, go look it up. John Smitty, that's Smiddy. We'd like to give what you can. We got a lot of bills we got to pay. You can bring money by at the station. I'll make sure he gets it. If it's cash, I will take my cut.
Yeah, of course.
I wouldn't don't bring me cash. I just don't do it.
You can't handle the temptation.
I can't handle the truth, baby. I can't. Oh, what's up, Big Daddy? The Georgia Bulldog himself is in the building.
Absolutely.
Is your beautiful mother listening today?
She is.
Oh, I love that absolutely. Lady. How's she doing?
She's doing great. Yeah, got a lot of grandkids to watch today.
I met her a long time ago. Long time. You graduated from Arnold 2007?
07, class of 07.
Wow. And how old are you now? What's that?
35.
35. Yeah.
Almost 36,
Jamie's 30, something like that. 35, 36. Jared's 38.
Jared, man, you know what that means. You're getting old.
I'm getting old. And what are you up to now? Coach, wait a minute. The legend. This guy is incredible. The LSU Fighting Tiger himself. Coach Brian Norman, the head baseball coach of Bozeman. How old are you now?
I'm 53.
You're still a baby. You're still a baby. Wildcat is 83, doing really well, looking good.
Yeah, you're like what, 3 months older than me. So you better be careful.
You look good. You're looking good. We got to get in a couple things to get this thing rolling this morning before I forget. And I'll get it more into it when we get to the Auburn update. I didn't have this down because I got it late. Really disappointed in Malcolm Simmons. You hear about this?
I've not.
The freaking stud.
Yeah.
He can play, man. He's one of the best players on the team. Arrested, $20,000 bond. Domestic violence, strangulation. He's in trouble, guys. $20,000 bond from Alexander City. Caught 40 passes last year as a true freshman for 451 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's a future All-American. He is a great football player, but he's in trouble. That's the second Auburn player to be arrested. Barber was arrested. Delville. Where was he arrested? I've got now. Enterprise somewhere.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, he was.
Montgomery, wasn't it?
No, let's don't mention Montgomery. Somewhere outside. I want to say it was Daleville or somewhere he got caught.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
He had a gun, money, and 2.5 pounds of marijuana.
Not sure that's medicinal.
Yeah, I mean, Hell, I know some of the people around here that I'm not mentioning any names that might have that much.
That's not funny.
I didn't mention you. But anyway, it's talking season, it's a rest season, and Auburn that's not good now. Right here before spring, heck, fall camp's getting ready to start. Auburn, I think he's going to crank it up to the 30th of July. I know Alabama is. This is not a good look for Auburn. This is not, if he can't play, and what are they going to do? When it's something like this, what do you do? The other one, they kicked off the team. Barber's gone. 5'11", 235 linebacker, pretty good ball player. It's going to fight some playing time. This kid's the real deal. If he didn't play this year, this hurts Auburn big time. Remind me to get back into this during the Auburn update.
Yeah, just luckily it's not like a hot seat season for Hugh Freeze that he has to worry about this.
Hey, it's sizzling, baby. It is hot. It's hot. He did a great job, though. I think we'll get into that to Auburn. I'm going to jump into something else right now. The Big Ten, the SEC, I think, Norman, you and I are going to probably have to meet with them and counsel them. They're not getting along.
Yeah.
They just flexed their muscle. If this stuff is true that we're here, just broke this morning. Big Ten, not going to happen, the 5+11. SEC commissioner, what did he just get through saying? They want the 5+11.
Yeah.
And the Big Ten saying, if the SEC doesn't play 9 conference games, we're not doing that. It's just going to be an ugly marriage. We need to get together. I don't know why the Big Ten just didn't drop one game.
Right.
Now, are we going to let these Yankees, are we going to let them tell us what we can and can't do in the Southeastern Conference?
It just means more here. I mean,
I think we should drop to 7 conference games.
Drop to 7 conference games and
show them.
Tell them to keep up with us.
Yeah. You do what we got to do. Well, they did win the last 2 national championships.
I know, right?
And Michigan kicked Alabama butt 2 years in a row. Ohio State killed Tennessee, Texas, anybody else they played.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with this. The Buckeye boys will have some insight on this tomorrow, different than ours. Believe me, it'll be totally different than ours. But I don't know. Really, I don't know where this is going to go. This could be ugly.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see.
And and I know, you coached, you covered, Kirby doesn't want it, and if they're truthfully, there's not one SEC coach who wants to add another SEC game.
Why would you? I mean, you get so beat up in the SEC schedule, it's pitiful. There's no way you want to add that 9th game.
There are 2 teams right now that are so disadvantaged than any other team in college football, and they only got 8 conference games. Number 1 is the Florida Gators, the toughest schedule in college football. At LSU, at Miami, at Texas. I'm sorry, at Tennessee. No, home versus Texas, at A&M, neutral site Georgia, at Ole Miss versus Tennessee, FSU. Hey, they got a tough enough schedule. They don't need to worry about playing one more conference game.
That's brutal.
There's nobody in Big Ten has anything close to that.
Not even close.
Oklahoma's the other team. Their back's up against the wall before the season even starts. You playing versus Michigan, Tennessee. I think that's that. No, that might be at home. At South Carolina. South Carolina's going to be good. Versus Ole Miss. At Tennessee. At Alabama. Versus LSU. Nobody, again, I repeat this, any other conference plays a schedule like either one of those 2 teams.
That's for sure.
And look at Arkansas. Ole Miss, Notre Dame, Tennessee, Texas A&M, LSU, Texas. Come on, man. Texas A&M, Notre Dame, Florida, LSU, South Carolina, at Texas. All conferences are not created equal. All schedules are not created equally. So I really, truly hope the SEC stands up for the coaches, stands up for themselves, and said, you're not going to tell us what we're going to do. If we break off and have our own SEC championship game, that would be big. I'd be okay watching every year. But there's too much money involved. Yeah. They're not going to let this thing get torn apart. The networks are getting involved in this. I think it will be resolved. But I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest with you. With this one bothers me a little bit.
Yeah.
And I want to talk to you 2 guys about some local stuff. This is local. We got a principal at Bay High School. I think she's done a great job. She had a golf cart at home. I don't know what else happened. And is she back at work now?
I think the suspension was what I read. It was in June, so I think maybe she's back at work now. Yeah.
Yeah. So
she took the golf cart home. Didn't tell him when. Got it painted. Had it delivered, had it maintenance, all on the school's bill.
She forgot. She made
just
a mistake.
making it better. She's just trying to improve that golf cart.
Yeah,
what's wrong with that?
She didn't want to get stolen. I mean,
right?
Hey, come on. Now, all you people out there going, this is terrible. Can't believe it.
Oh, my God.
If you ever been in different counties, this kind of stuff goes on.
Yeah.
It does.
She didn't do. And I'll be honest, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, but we're not going to mention any names. You go back to Hurricane Michael. Go talk to the maintenance people.
Yeah.
There'd be people in big time trouble. And it was there. All of a sudden, it went away. So she didn't do anything compared to what's happened in the past.
Yeah, she's trying to update her resume to become city manager somewhere.
Anyway, hey, you're doing a great job, brother. Keep your head up. You should. And you know what I like about didn't you say she painted it blue?
Yeah, she painted it blue.
There you go. There you go. That's the reason they got mad over there. What's these honor colors, man? What the heck? Unbelievable. So anyway, but seriously, some things sound a lot worse than they are. They really do.
Well, my biggest issue is I know last year there was an incident with someone from Arnold who was there when I was there that they got punished for, I think, far more severely for something that I think is very different category. I put a much lesser category than this, and I think that's kind of my biggest issue with it. It just seems like the punishment side of it is
a little bit different.
Yeah,
a little bit.
But again, you can't argue with the record that Bay High has had right now. But
and she's been a great principal. I mean, she's turned around 3 schools. She's done wonderful things for Bay County. So
when you have Glenn Manley around you, things just kind of happen. You don't know what's going to. It could be good. It could be bad. You just don't know.
But things will happen. They will happen. That's for sure.
Happen. And really, there'll be some news coming out soon that we've all heard and I'm keeping you out of this, Norman. You don't even know what I'm getting ready to say.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
So there'll be something happening. It'll probably break. I can't believe it hadn't broke yet. And we could break it now, but we're not. We could have did it yesterday, but we're not. When it comes out, we'll tell you what we know about it. And I think to me, it's... Come on.
Alex, I'm excited for the opening Arnold High Bay High game this year.
Yeah, let's put it that way. That Bay High School,
Battle of the Bridge is going to be good this year.
Bay High School Arnold football game is going to be emotional. Let's just put it that way. Let's put it that way. Yeah, you'll see next week or whenever what we're talking about, and these rules and these. Anyway, we'll talk about more. We will let you know everything we're talking about next week because I'm not going to do it. I like both those guys so much.
Yeah, they're both good guys, good coaches.
Yeah, good people, man, good people. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be, and you heard about it too, though.
Hey, I've got people.
You got people. High places, low places. Wildcat had. We'll tell you later, Wildcat. You're not in the know. Yeah, you do. I think I told you yesterday. Did I tell you yesterday?
No, I got a hint.
Okay, don't say anything.
I got a hint.
Don't say it. It's big. And when it's all said and done, we're going to blame it on one guy.
Going to hear it exclusively right here.
No, we're not. No, we're not going to hear it first here. Let's let the TV people do it, and then we'll talk about it. Because I don't want to do that.
We'll scrutinize.
We're here to build up. We're here to build up all athletic teams in Bay County, the Panhandle of Florida, in a positive way. Then when the other stuff comes out, then we'll kind of get into it. Because I don't want us to go. Feinbaum did that, always looking for dirt, stirring the pot, and look where he's at. We're going to try to do it the nice way. We'll probably kicked off the air in about a week or two, but whatever. Anyway, Brian Norm, what's going on at Bozeman baseball, man?
It's been a busy summer. I'm just trying to get to know my team. We had a ton of summer ball games canceled due to weather, but we tried to make the most out of it. We're doing a lot of field work right now at this point in the summer, spending some time, spending some money, trying to get my field in better condition. Looking forward to school starting, looking forward to some football, looking forward to fall baseball. So it's going to be a busy fall for me because I'm going to be helping Kevin Pettis with the football team a little bit. And
you're looking good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
If your players look like you're going to have a good year. But you've always been a hard worker everywhere you've been at every school. Kids love you. Great teacher, great coach, great motivator. I'm excited about it. If anybody can replace a legend like Patton, it's you.
Yeah, I've met with a bunch of my seniors this week. I've been spending some time one-on-one with my seniors, talking to them about the our goals and our direction for the team, and they're bought in. We have everybody coming back. It's going to be another special season at Bozeman High School.
No doubt. Now, did you have a difficult time getting the schedule? Because I don't know who'd want to play you.
No, it's tough. It really is. A lot of guys, when I call them, they don't want to answer the phone, or I text them and they just ghost me and don't answer me because they don't want to play us because they know we're going to be good. And so it is tough making a schedule because you got to balance between wins and strength of schedule, because you got to make the playoffs based on your strength of schedule and your wins. So it's tough scheduling this time of year.
Is Nick going to be really good at South Walton again?
Yeah, they're going to be loaded. Pitching wise, they're probably got the best pitching staff in the state of Florida. They're going to be tough to beat.
Yeah.
We've got them on our schedule. I like playing good teams, but they're going to be tough. They've got a chance to win it all again. And they've got some transfers coming in. I hear from Pensacola Catholic. They've got some guys transferring in from Pensacola Catholic to South Walton.
Any video cameras going on?
Not that I've seen so far, but you never know.
We'll
man. See.
Never know. All right, let's take a break. We got Tho Bishop with us. We got Coach Brian Norman, and we've got the legendary Wildcat. And Wildcat, you know that we got Best of Bay. We every single year, I think we done every year. We made top 3. Hadn't won a dang thing, but we've gotten in there. We made the playoffs. We just can't finish. We can't finish.
Right.
We can't finish.
Right.
We can't finish. I don't get that, man. And let's talk about some of our great people. I tell you what, we had a great time. We got caught in that storm at J. Michael's, and it was completely packed.
Speaking of storms, I'm surprised you haven't evacuated already with this little storm we had coming.
He's leaving in the morning.
I'm supposed to head into it. Well, we thought about leaving tonight and surprising the girls. Of course, we're going over to Gulf Shores in Alabama, maybe probably isn't there. But I think the weather will be bad there tonight. So we'll wait and see on that.
Yeah.
But what have y'all heard? What's the latest? I guess Friday, everything's cool in Florida, the whole state.
Everything will be fine. We're just going to get some rain today.
Yeah,
I think is the biggest thing.
But we had a great time at J. Michael's every Wednesday at world famous J. Michael's Spaghetti. And you know what? I keep looking for Tho Bishop to walk in there on a Wednesday and sit with me.
I saw you on a Wednesday last Wednesday.
Let me tell you something, though. This guy walks in here, and she was drop dead gorgeous. I mean, beautiful girl. I walk up to her.
I saw her in the parking lot and said, "Look, you want lunch? I'll buy you lunch."
Yeah, whatever you did right. She's beautiful. And I went up to her. I said, "Man, your daughter's absolutely gorgeous." And what's her name?
I don't know her name. I don't remember. I never got her name.
I noticed she kept looking at me though after I walked up. She didn't pay much attention to you anymore after that. I still got it, man. Anyway,
you did.
What are we doing? J. Michael's Restaurant. Go ahead. The best seafood, coldest beer, the legendary J. Michael's. Also yesterday was Beef for Braise. I love Pat Perno, city commissioner over there. Love that guy. Their restaurant's incredible. Beef for Braise, Lynn Haven. They always pack that thing out. TVs everywhere. Atmosphere second to none. Tell Pat that Coach sent you. Get out to Beef for Braise in Lynn Haven. Also, when you're out that way, let's go get some jewelry. I know a young man. His mother she is incredible, and they're Bulldog fans. And I'm sure Russ and Amber can get them. They probably can design a Georgia Bulldog bracelet,
one of a kind,
necklace, whatever you want, though, for your beautiful mama. And she deserves it.
Yes, she does.
Where are they located?
All you got to do
Where
is
are they
go
at?
to 830 Highway 77 over there in Lynn Haven and talk to Russ, talk to Amber, take your jewelry in there, get it inspected, get it cleaned for free, and then get a little piece of paper out, design what you think. They can make some improvements or make it that very one-of-a-kind special piece of jewelry, and they can have it done in, a week, a couple of weeks. No big, long waiting list. Everything's right there, done in-house, 830 Highway 77, David Adamson Designer Jewelry.
And we'll be right back. Wildcat, Brian, 104.3, ESPN Northwest Florida, the home of the Atlanta Braves. We get back. We're going to ask you two experts their opinion on something that's very important to me, dear to my heart. We'll be right back. 104.3, ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida, the Paul Feinbaum Show.
Brewster, let me ask you a question. If someone offered you $8 million to become a Clemson fan, would you do it?
No. The only thing I'll do with orange is put a lighter to it.
I just wanted to double check. By the way, I knew that would be your answer.
Paul Feinbaum, weeknights, 6 to 10 on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your weather forecast from ESPN Northwest Florida on this Thursday. A mixture of some sun and definite thunderstorms this afternoon and evening with a wind coming out of the south around 17 miles per hour and the high of 85. Tonight, look for partly cloudy skies with a temperature near 81. Tomorrow, a high around 86 and a mixture of some sun and a likelihood of thunderstorms. This weather forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
There's a reason we call it the big one, because the biggest deals of the year are happening now at Panama City Toyota. And you can get 3.99% APR on the award-winning Camry, plus 90 days until you make your first payment, and 3.99% on the new RAV4, plus 90 days until you make your first payment. Get 2.99% on the bold Tacoma, or take the lead and get 1.99% on the powerful Tundra. The big one, right now at Panama City Toyota.
Offers expire August 4th. For details, visit PanamaCityToyota.com.
Sizzling hot weather is here. Time to go shopping in some nice air-conditioned surroundings. I know just the place, that boot store. Ooh, it's nice and cool in here with a scent of real leather. Sweet. The Western surroundings and huge name brand selections will make you want to buy 4 or 5 outfits for the whole family, from the smallest to the largest. And why not? Their prices are the best in the area. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 5. Friday and Saturday, 9 to 5:30. Remember, God is good all the time. That boot store next to Billboard Kia, 15th Street, Panama City.
And here we go.
The number one SEC call-in show is now twice as big. The Paul Feinbaum Show. Weekday evening, 6 to 10. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. A question to both of you guys, need your input on this, is do you know if Thomas Ray is listening or?
Yes, he is. I talked to him this morning. He should be listening right now. He's taking a walk right now. He's walking his dog, listening.
Yeah, now we all know Thomas Ray, a legendary athlete, state weightlifting champion, football player, first player to ever score a touchdown in Arnold High School history. You can't say enough good things about this young man. Love his mother, love the family, and then junior, Jared Michael Hale. Now my question, you can jump in too, Walk. I need your advice. You're pretty good at this stuff. We were thinking about doing something. We know how much he really wants me to be there on this trip you guys are taking.
Yeah, you should be there. It's going to be an epic trip. We're going on. We're leaving. I'm spending the night at Jared's house, at Junior's house tonight, so we can leave at 3:30 tomorrow morning. So
yeah, the girls are with us, and we thought about doing this. But I want you guys' input because it will be a surprise, but I don't know if I should do it. They don't want us taking the girls to Disney, but I know he wants us to be there. What they do every year, though, they have a group of them that go to Disney. They dress up. One year was Elvis. One year it was the famous actor. Who was it? Jared was dressed up. Matt Damon. Yeah. And it made the Disney site website, and they played it, and people, they truly thought he was that guy, and they're lined up. There was a huge line with people signing autographs, and Jared playing like he was him. I'm honest, and they built it up on Disney. It was like, look at this. It was cool. So my question to both of you,
it's going to be a hard
I know deep down in his heart he wants me there, and I've already got my outfit, and I am going to take the girls. Do you think they'll get really mad, or do you think they'll just be happy with joy that we just forced ourselves there?
I speak for the group when I say, come on, we'll
come down.
You in. Yeah.
And if Ryan, Jared get upset, you can smooth it out?
I can smooth it out, I mean, it's not a big deal. By the third or fourth country in, nobody's going to care who's there or not. So
that is a true statement. So let me say, you got your mother. She's a grandmother. Now, if she did something like I'm thinking about doing, would you get upset that they just showed up after you told them not to come? But deep down, he really wants me there.
Yeah, it's a family thing. Yeah.
So would you be okay with it after you got mad for a second?
Yeah, no, I think it would.
So we should go.
I definitely think you should go.
Yeah,
especially you got your costume ready. You got to be.
Oh, I got it. You wouldn't believe what I got on.
I can only imagine.
Should I go or not?
Well, when has somebody telling you not to show up ever stopped you from showing?
There you go.
I mean, that's an answer to that.
There you go. Yeah, y'all gotta be careful. I know y'all.
It's gonna be hot, but we've been hydrating, getting ourselves ready. It's gonna be a good trip. We've done
brutal hot now.
Done it every year this time time of year, so we know what we're up against, and we've got a good group of people going this year. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, and the thing about it, you can follow them on YouTube, everything. Disney knows they're coming. They got everything set up for them. It's been a big hit for Disney, been a money maker for Disney, knowing that they're going to be there, because they don't know what they're going to dress up as, what they're going to do, and they treat you guys pretty good. They give you a little place. And
they do. They treat us really well. We get they
don't pay y'all, do they?
No, they don't pay us, but we'll skip lines for rides. They do all kinds of cool things for us while we're there.
It's amazing, man. It's amazing. All right, I was going to do this segment, but I'm going to hold off because I want Mr. Bishop to talk about the Georgia Bulldogs when we get back to the next segment. But SEC Media Days are going on. Let me ask what you guys think, because I just broke this news. The Big Ten is not going to go for what the SEC wants, 5 plus 11. If the SEC does not play non-conference games. What do you guys think? What's your gut feeling on this? How do you think they solve this? Does the SEC bow down to any other conference? Does this screw up everything? There's too much money involved for it all to get screwed up, so I'm not really worried about that. Which one gives in first?
I think it's going to take an outside force to come in and put order back into this. I know there was an interesting report a couple weeks ago about the guy that's writing all the checks for Texas Tech. He's really close to the president right now.
Yeah, him and Saban were on that committee.
And they're looking at using the stick of antitrust law to force them to kind of sit down and get off the 4 conferences right now and trying to sell, hey, look, if we get order here, it's going to make the pie bigger for everyone, and we can figure out with everything changing in terms of the House settlement and things like that. And I think ultimately it's going to require something. I think the SEC and the Big Ten by themselves are going to continue to just fight. If you get something that can kind of force order amongst a much larger sort of settlement.
Well, didn't the president say he's going to have there's going to be an executive order he's going to sign pretty soon, kind of try to help this thing out? Is that true?
There's I don't know if it's going to be an executive order per se, but I think there's going to be pressure put utilizing some of the tools that are currently existing, separate from the legislative aspect and the SCORE Act that they're trying to put in now. But I think ultimately, I mean, it's unfortunate that you need something from D.C. to come in and set things right.
How screwed up it is.
That's where we find ourselves. So.
Yeah. Well, Coach Brian Norman, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, I totally agree with those. I mean, somebody's going to have to step in and mediate everything and try to figure it out, because, and I think ultimately what's going to happen is the money people involved in this are going to step in and say, look, if we're going to do this, this is how we're going to do it. And if you want to be a part of it, here we go. And, both conferences are so powerful, have so much at stake with this that I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
If all the 4 conferences got together, every commissioner, every president of those universities said, this is the way we're going to do it, we're going to stick together, and if they don't want to play football here or basketball, baseball, go play somewhere else. That's what something's going to happen. Everybody's going to be on the same page to get what they want. But I don't see us ever get on the same page, because the Big Ten owns just about every TV network out there. The SEC is getting big-time money from ESPN. We went in bed with the woke Disney, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I think we screwed up big time, but not when we gave up CBS. CBS was good to us. It put us on the map. Look at all the championships we won. I thought they did a great job. We should have kept them. And ESPN still would have paid a lot more to have part of us. And I don't know if we can overcome that or not, but it's going to be interesting what happens in the future. Do you see the Big Ten, SEC just breaking away, or just something like you said, that people higher up got power can put pressure on to make that not to happen? And the best thing that ever happened to Big 12 and the ACC is that billionaire that used to play at Texas A&M. I forgot his name. You remember his name? Him and Saban were 2 names.
Cody Carpenter, I think is his name.
I think it is.
Tech guy.
Yeah, played offensive line there. Yeah. So, do you see the Big Ten, SEC ever breaking away?
I think it's a possibility, but I think that'd be damaging to the sport as a whole. Again, I think it would eat away at what the pie can become. I think, again, obviously the 2 are different talent-wise, all that sort of stuff. Like, I'm not trying to equate those things, but I think you need something bigger than just those 2 conferences.
And if you keep the pie together, those 4 together, all of a sudden, Clemson's a great job. FSU is a great job. SMU, with the money they have out there, is a great job. Why? Because their schedules and their path to the playoffs is going to be so much easier than the SEC and the Big Ten.
Yeah, once you get in the playoffs, you know, who knows what'll happen. You got a shot at that point.
Yeah, well, get there. You got to get there.
Once you get there, you got to get there.
All right, let's take a break. We get back. We're going to talk about FSU. Got our specials with special guest today, Brian Norman, head baseball coach at Bozeman. Tell you what a baseball program that is, and he's going to keep that thing rolling. He is a great coach, great man. And everybody knows, what is your title? What do they call you? I can't remember what the title is.
So I'm chairman of certain local organizations.
Oh, that's
locally.
Right. That's right. You can say it.
Yeah.
We're not talking politics. not yet. And Wildcat, what is your official title? Should I tell everybody?
Yeah.
what's your Anyway, all right, let's talk about some of our great people. I tell you, we had a great time last night. We went to El Rodeo, Tequila Bar and Grill, right across the street from the Navy base. And David's got 2 great locations now. Front Beach Road, 10908 Front Beach Road, police park in the back. But his beautiful wife was there. We had a good time at the one across the street here on Thomas Drive or Navy Drive, whatever you want to call it. Food's incredible. The happy hour is second to none. Everybody, I looked around the table, seriously. I looked around. They had a good crowd there last night for a Wednesday anyway. And everybody had margaritas. I was like, dang, man.
How many did you have?
I don't drink those. Everybody loves them. I don't. I had a draft beer. You buy one draft beer, the next one's free. Same thing for the margaritas. Same thing for the house wine. Great happy hour. Great place to have a birthday. Now, if you want to go there tonight, you're going to hear some great singing. Local people. We got to get Thomas Ray down there.
Yeah.
We need to get all y'all down there on a Thursday night. You buy one, you get one free. You can't beat that.
The only thing better than beer is free beer.
Yeah, no doubt about that. El Rodeo, Tequila Bar and Grill. Hey, do you want to look better, feel better? Jason Kovaleski can make that happen for you. 2 great locations, 23rd Street, Pier Park. The guy is incredible. You'll listen to him tomorrow, every Tuesday, every Friday, and people look forward to hearing him. He is really sharp. Jason Kovaleski, Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Get out to newbies. We have 4 great, wonderful locations. John and Charlotte always giving back to the community. I mean, hey, she gave away, I think, $250,000 to the university. Wonderful people, sweet people. Love this community. Make sure you support them. Get out to the mothership. Have a great time. Newbies 2 on the curve. Go watch all sporting events. And skin cancer can be deadly. 1 in 5 develop. If it doesn't look right, feel right, don't put it off. Go see Dr. Ward. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Dan Patrick Show.
You know, there's a lot of report cards that'll come in on Cooper Flagg. And sometimes I overreact to the Summer League and probably will with Cooper Flagg. But he gave me intangibles. He gave me offense, defense, gave me passing, he gave me rebounding. But he also gave me court presence.
It's the Dan Patrick Show. Weekday mornings from 9 till 11. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Looking for dependable civil construction in the Florida Panhandle? CBC Construction has you covered. From land clearing and drainage to roads and underground utilities, CBC delivers high-quality work on time and on budget. Locally owned and operated, CBC is trusted by schools, developers, and municipalities. To learn more, call CBC Construction 850-740-3815 or visit cbcconstruction.com. That's cbcconstruction.com.
When it comes to building smart and roofing right, TK Vandy's is the name you can trust. They're your go-to for general contracting, design, build solutions, and top quality roofing. From concept to completion, they deliver excellence on time and on budget. Whether it's a custom build or a complex renovation, they've got you covered. Literally. Call TK Vandy today and build something better together. TK Vandy, built with purpose, roofed with pride.
Is your restaurant looking a little tired from the long off season? Is your office a little offish? Start the new year off right by giving them a fresh start. Fresh Start Cleaning is now accepting new clients. Ask about their complimentary hood cleaning services. Fresh Start Cleaning. Get clean again with Fresh Start. Call 850-771-6917, 771-6917, and ask about their complimentary hood cleaning services.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show.
I'm not prepared. I really am not prepared at all.
Hope you
You won't judge me on one email I sent 10 years ago?
My apartment smells of rich mahogany.
Live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Woo! We're getting closer. Alabama at FSU. August 30th, I think it's August 30th, on Saturday at 2:30 on ABC. That weekend one is incredible.
Man, there's so many great games that day. That day's insane.
And if you go to that one game, you miss all the other. I want to see Texas and Ohio State at 11 o'clock our time, I think.
Yeah, I think that was 11.
And then at 2:30, you got Alabama, FSU. And then that night, you got LSU and Clemson. Those three alone, it's an unbelievable week one football.
I'm telling you right now, I think that Syracuse-Tennessee game is going to be sneaky.
Hey, watch out. Syracuse is going to be pretty good,
Frank
man.
Brown.
Yeah.
I'm a coach.
Now, Georgia, what's Georgia got? They got Surfside or Jinx. I can't remember who they open up with.
we're coasting into this season.
But I tell you what, in the past, Kirby played anybody, anywhere, anytime, any place. I love that guy. All right, here's the question I have for you guys. This is going to concern FSU. Now, we talked about John Charlotte. You want to have a great time. If you're in St. Andrews, go to where Glenn loves it. The big, beautiful blue facility. Go check it out. You'll love it. Have a great time over there. If you're over here on the beach, go to the Newbie Still on the Curve. Watch any kind of sporting events going on, depending on what time of year it is. Right now, it's baseball. And then head on to the mothership that night, because Charlotte, especially on the weekend, she's going to have the best entertainment in the Southeast. She makes sure, if not the best, they're going to get the best at Newbies. Legendary place. People all over the Southeast, heck, all over the world know about Newbies. Go have a great time at Newbies. You run into people you haven't seen in years. Go have a great time. Tell John and Charlotte I sent them. Sent you.
A special place in my heart for John McVay. He was my first football coach back in the day.
John was?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, my God. You didn't tell me that. Yeah. How did he do?
He was great. Yeah, he was great.
I bet he worked the heck out of you.
Former NFL player. Oh, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, John, have you seen him lately? He still looks like he can play.
I wouldn't want to miss him.
He plays racquetball, and he's had issues with his back, his knees. When he gets in that racquetball court, he's so competitive, it's crazy. I watch him like he's gonna kill somebody to get killed. But his body's unbelievable. Of course, if you're married to Charlotte, you better keep yourself looking good and keep her happy, because she looks pretty good herself. All right, let's talk about this. The best teams of all time. Here's what the experts have. I totally disagree, okay? Here's what they have. We'll go back and we'll come up with the best one. At number one, 2019, the LSU Fighting Tigers. I watched them in Tuscaloosa.
Go Tigers.
The President of the United States was back behind Jared Nuss, and they were the best offense by far I've ever seen. Number two, Nebraska, 1996. They still scoring against Florida. I think it was 63 or something. They were pretty dominant. 2001, Miami. They had so many NFL players, incredible. But then again, they didn't play anybody that year. I mean, seriously, I think their schedule back then was so weak, but they were great. I'm not taking away how great they were. I was saying their path was a lot easier than most people. Number four, Southern Cal, 2004. They were lucky. They dodged Auburn that year. Mm-hmm. Auburn had a good ball club, and they didn't get to play them. Clemson, 2018, they embarrassed Alabama in the SEC National Championship game. This, to me, is one of the greatest teams I've ever seen, and you guys won't even know anything about them. Nebraska, 1971. Glover was the nose guard. He was probably 280. Back in that day, nobody could block him. You couldn't triple team. He dominated the front. Dominated. And they had Rodgers as the Heisman Trophy winner, returning kicks and receiver and stuff. Reverses with him. Two of the best players I've ever seen. That team might be the greatest team I've ever seen. All right. USC, 1972. They were pretty good. Texas, 2006, when they beat I thought it was 2005 back. They had 2006. Alabama, 1979. Bear Bryant's undefeated team. They were good. And Florida State, 2013? I think it was 2013.
Yeah, 2013, I think it was.
FSU. Yeah. All right. Here's I would have it differently, but here's what I got. It's hard for me not to give the Alabama 2020 team the best team ever. You go, and let me, I know I'm a homer, I get it. They played 11 SEC teams.
Yeah.
Their roster, they had 4 NFL first-round draft picks at receivers. They had 3 first-round draft pick quarterbacks, running backs, first-round draft picks everywhere across the board. Offensive line. This team had so many NFL players, incredible. Defense, offense, special to everywhere across the board. The schedule was the most difficult in SEC history. They killed Notre Dame in the playoffs in the first round. In the national championship game, they scored 50. They could have scored whatever he wanted on Ohio State. That, to me, is either Alabama 2020 or LSU 2019. Number 3, I'm old school. I'd have Nebraska 71. After that, you can take it up, shake it up, put in a barrel, whatever. The FSU 2013 team, I don't know if I'd have them in the top 5, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean,
they were good.
They were good, but they were not like amazing.
I would have them anywhere from 6 to 9, somewhere in that. I think they're better than 10. All right, let's start with you, the LSU love.
I mean, of course, I'm partial to LSU. That 2019 season was absolutely special. I mean, the amount of points LSU put on the board that year. I mean, just put a whipping on Clemson in the national championship game.
And Oklahoma. They embarrassed them.
Just
who'd they beat in the SEC championship game? Georgia?
I think they beat Georgia in the SEC championship game. Yeah, it was Georgia. It's just an amazing season that Joe Burrow and that team put together. So I'm partial to that. But that 2020 Alabama game was loaded too. That team was absolutely loaded. It would have been interesting to see those two teams play each other.
What would have happened if our quarterback on the first drive, we drive right down the field? You could feel the electricity in the air. LSU people going crazy. Alabama people going crazy. You had to be in the stadium. We screwed up. Jerry said, Dad, we better go. I said, no, we're all right. We're getting about an hour before. People, the stadium was almost packed an hour before. We're trying to get in line. We couldn't get in. The president was there. And everybody, I'm telling you, LSU people loved him. Alabama people loved him. It was like Elvis was in the building. The electricity, the atmosphere was second to none. It was crazy. First series, Alabama drives right down the field. Your ears are hurting. Yeah. And he fumbles the ball. Running in, nobody touched him. He fumbles the ball. If we even get a field goal, if we score a touchdown, we got a shot. But I'll be honest with you. Our defense, nobody in the country could stop. What was was that the closest game they had all year?
I think it was. I mean, it was like, I think the who was it? Was it Georgia they played at home that year? That Georgia, the play where Joe Burrow got punched in the mouth by a Georgia defensive player and basically made just an amazing play. Everybody says that was his Heisman moment. That was a great game. That LSU Georgia game at home that year was a really good one. Thomas Ray, I don't know. He must have started drinking earlier. He's talking right now that FSU team would have beat either one of them. So.
All right, you heard it here first.
I don't know what's wrong with Thomas Ray.
Why would you not call Thomas? 215-6290. Let me say it slowly for you. 215-6290. Call us Thomas Ray. He might have a point there. That team was a great football team. They got it done. They drove right down the score when they had to do it. They had some good trick plays to get that. Was it a kickoff, return, punt, something? They faked a punt, did something that was pretty gutsy. I'm sorry. I don't think that team could have beaten Alabama or
not one of the top Saban. I mean, they avoided. That was a good down year, I think, largely for the sport that year. I mean, again, I don't want to take anything away from what FSU had that year, but it was not.
Well, all right. I'm okay with LSU having 2019 after I saw that. What did you? Oh, let's take this caller. If this could be a legendary caller, right? Hey, record this. All you TV people, computer people, get it turned on. I think we got a legend on the phone. Good morning,
Coach. What's going on?
It's here.
There he is.
I never thought this guy could be on our show. We have hit big time.
Hey,
the one and only Thomas Ray.
I heard Coach Norman was going to be on. I knew I couldn't miss that. Legend.
Yeah.
You're getting your mind right over there, T-Ray. You ready for tonight?
I'm getting ready, getting my mind right. But anyways, back to that 2013 Florida State team. Just go by position by position.
All right, let's do it.
Give LSU the quarterback.
Okay, go ahead.
Give him the quarterback. All right, let's start. All right, who's next? Tight end? Nick O'Leary versus who did y'all have at tight end?
We had
was it Jason Taylor or Taylor's son?
Mason Taylor.
I'm picking Nick O'Leary.
I think he was a freshman that year. Mason Taylor was a freshman that year.
Nick O'Leary, All-American.
Okay, keep going.
What we got?
Keep going.
Well, All right, let's go wide receiver. Yep.
Jamar Chase. I mean, come on.
You don't want to go to wide receivers. You do not want to go to wide receivers.
We'll give you that.
Thank you, Thomas.
Smart man.
we'll give you that. All right, on defense, D-tackle, who y'all got? We got Timmy Jernigan, All-American.
That's when we had, what was his name at D-tackle? Drawing a blank. But he was All-American. We had an All-American D-tackle that year.
Let's do a push there.
Yeah. Push.
All right. Safety, who'd y'all have at safety? We had Terrence Brooks and LaMarcus Joyner, who played like 12 years in the league.
Now, they might have you there.
Yeah, I think I'll give you safety because LSU secondary was...
Yeah, the whole secondary, I'm going to give the
LSU secondary was not the best that year. Absolutely.
I was going to take Jalen Ramsey at cornerback, Ronald Darby at the other cornerback.
Yeah.
Linebacker, Terrence Smith. Who else did we have? And he was probably our lightest one. Probably should have been outside linebacker, played middle because he was so
They were
quick.
good. They were good. All right, go to offense, though. Go to offensive line. LSU's offensive line was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm giving LSU the line.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I can't. I don't know any players. I know
go to running back. I watched that little sucker. We couldn't catch him. We couldn't tackle him. He can catch the ball in the backfield.
Claire Edwards.
Who was your running back?
Yeah. Edwards-Helaire. Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah. Who did you have that year? I can't remember who FSU had that year.
We had Devontae Freeman. Who's played in the league probably just as long.
Yeah.
And then Dalvin Cook, I don't think Dalvin Cook may have been he may have not been there that year. He may have been a freshman. I don't remember.
And I tell you what, I'll give you guys special teams. I give it to FSU. Secondary, I give to FSU.
That's that's like three total.
But everywhere else, it's come on, man.
You look at
2 out of the 3 phases. That's the W.
No, we didn't. Well, we broke it down more than that. We got a Heisman Trophy. That's a point and a half having a Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah,
we got a Heisman Trophy, and we got the #1 draft pick.
That's true. Good
point.
You know what?
Listen, I'm just telling you.
That's a good. You made some good points. When you hang up, we're going to tell you what we really think of you. But you made some good points.
I'm going to hang up now. I got to pack my clothes. Got to get my secret costume.
Hey,
ready
did you hear?
Free corn dog in Germany.
Did you hear? Good news. We're going. I'm going to keep you all straight, like I did that, like the bachelor
party trip.
Coach.
Huh?
Yeah, just don't get mad at the hotel room, Coach.
I had to pull my belt out. I was going to spank some people that night.
I started having flashbacks. I was like, oh man.
You thought your parents were there.
Yeah.
Mama Ray coming to take care of things.
All right, Coach.
We love you, Thomas Ray.
I'll see you later, T-Ray.
Have a good day, buddy. The legend, Thomas Ray. I mean, that's unbelievable. I wonder if Jared would call. We get all the legends there. If Jared Hale calls, we would get some
Jared just told me he was calling, so let's see if he's going to man up and give us a call.
Well, let's take a break. We'll take this call. Let's right now talk about some of our great, wonderful sponsors. We have so many of some. I love all you guys. And all these sponsors are truly great friends of mine. I'll say this about Jay Michaels. They could do a story on Netflix about his life story. It's incredible. What he came from, his American dream. It's like Elvis. It's like James Brown. The guy's incredible. That restaurant's unbelievable. People love him. He's a legend here in Bay County. Get out Jay Michaels. Have a wonderful time. And Richard Sanders got all these teams down here. Him and Chris, we got like 128, 148 teams down here. Most of those people head on to Jay Michaels. People know about the legendary Jay Michaels restaurant. Hey, I tell you another legend, local. Always use local. I love Jason. Stevenson Air Conditioning's #1. Not even close. They play the toughest schedule. They got the best employees. They got the best equipment. Nobody does it like Stevenson Air Conditioning. I tell you what, the most honest, hardworking guys we know. They're there for you anytime, day or night. Don't sit there and pay all that money in your power bill and you still burn it up. Call Stevenson Air Conditioning. They'll come out, they'll get up with a game plan, and they'll win. You'll be glad you called them. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1. I love another local that I love. Steve does a great job. Great swim coach for Mosley. His bike shop, second to none. Wear a helmet. Wear a helmet. Electrical bikes are taking over the world. Go get you one. Go to Steve's Bike Shop right across the street from Sam's on 23rd Street. Leighton wants a 10-speed. We're going to go get one from Steve. Love Steve. Since 1979, they've been serving Bay County. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Colin Calvert.
The Steelers are officially all in. I heard that a lot yesterday because they got Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, and tight end Jonnu Smith. Well, if they're all in, that's a pair of eights. Okay, that ain't pocket aces, folks. So if that's all in.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your weather forecast from ESPN Northwest Florida on this Thursday. A mixture of some sun and definite thunderstorms this afternoon and evening with a wind coming out of the south around 17 miles per hour and the high of 85. Tonight, look for partly cloudy skies with a temperature near 81. Tomorrow, a high around 86 and a mixture of some sun and a likelihood of thunderstorms. This weather forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Take your next adventure in an award-winning Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Discover the new Kia. We invite you to stop by Bill Bird Kia and test drive the new 2025 Kia. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. The 2025 Kia SUV family has movement that inspires. Drive away today in a new 2025 Kia Soul, Seltos, Sportage, Sorento, or Telluride. Fuel the thrill and command the road in the luxury of a 2025 Kia K5 sedan from Bill Bird Kia. Performance, power, and design built for you. Spark inspiration in the all-electric 2025 EV9. It's a modern masterpiece, fast charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original home for the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or anytime at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. We'll treat you like family and give you the peace of mind you can trust. Your local community dealer is Bill Bird Kia.
Do you own an HVAC, plumbing, or home service business? Then listen up, because if your phone's not ringing, your marketing isn't working. At Amplify AI, we use real AI-powered marketing to fuel your website, boost your SEO, and drive quality leads that grow your business. That's why we amplify your business results using AI. We're local, right here in Panama City Beach, and proud members of the PCB Chamber of Commerce.
Call Lee at 850-299-1269 or visit weamplifyai.com. Hear the roar.
Give him a call. Phone lines are open. 850-215-6290. The Coach James Hale Show is taking your calls live and local. From the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Smart walks onto the field, brings another championship to the great state of Georgia. Unbelievable.
Music to my ears.
I love that man. And this guy on the phone, I think, knows him pretty well. All right, this is legendary Thursday. We have had, this is going to be probably two of the biggest name athletes ever to play in Bay County. Thomas Ray, are you kidding me? We got him on the radio. That's
This is our historic show.
This show will go down in history. And now this guy has more varsity letters than any other athlete, probably in Bay County. I know in Arnold. He's varsity 12 times. 4 years starter in track, weightlifting, and football.
Not to mention, he has a beautiful mom that did a great job as athletic director at Arnold High School.
Yes.
Yeah. So
this guy's a stud. The one and only Jared Michael Hale. Good morning, sir.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing today?
Doing great. You got some input on this?
Yeah, I'm just curious. Do y'all just let anybody just call on the show, any fool?
Oh, you don't agree with Thomas Ray about FSU? It's a lot better than 2019 LSU?
That last caller, I'm a little worried. I'm glad he put his crayons down, but let's get to the facts here. Coach Gomer, it's great to hear from you. You're a dang legend. I can't wait to see you in a couple hours. Get your mind right. But
it's right. I promise you.
If you're comparing, first off, the schedule, FSU played in the ACC right off the bat.
I was just looking at that schedule.
ACC Conference Championship game versus Duke.
That's who they play for the championship, Duke?
Yep. Yeah, Duke. They're good in basketball, but my God. And then if you compare the ranked wins, LSU had 7 ranked wins. FSU had 5.
Wow.
LSU tight end. Y'all comparing the tight ends, right, the position? Coach Roman, I can't believe you forgot this. That was Randy Moss's son.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Dad. Yeah, wow. That's right.
Wow.
Mason Taylor came after that.
Dang.
Yeah, let's get real for a minute. I mean, I'm thinking a legendary son at tight end position. That guy was unbelievable. I mean, I think that's it, really. I mean, what else is it?
Go to the schedule. Let's compare schedules.
I'm looking at the schedules right now, okay?
All right, let's hear it.
LSU started with beat Georgia Southern 55-3. Then the LSU-Texas game that year was an amazing game. It was one of the best college football games I've seen in a long time.
They played Texas week 2?
They played Texas week 2.
They had no air condition that heat.
At Texas.
And they turned the air out. Yeah.
Exactly. And LSU beat them 45-38.
The band was up by the light poles.
They stuck the band in the parking lot.
They
made sure. Then LSU played Northwestern, which was actually a special game for me because my son was in the band at LSU and my older son was at the band at Northwestern. So both of my sons were on the field at the same time for that halftime show, which was pretty special. LSU traveled to Vanderbilt, whooped them, Utah State, and then Florida.
Florida Gators.
They played Florida in Baton Rouge. That was a great game. LSU won that one 45-28. Mississippi State. They played that one at Mississippi State, which is always
pretty good.
That was when they were pretty good. And then the LSU Auburn game, which was always a great game. But that
War Eagle, baby. Auburn was good.
23-20. That was an amazing game that year. And then of course the Alabama game, LSU beat Alabama. That was just a
1 versus 2.
1 versus 2, 46-41. Ole Miss. LSU put up 58 against Ole Miss. Then they put up 56 against Arkansas. Then they put up 50 against Texas A&M. That's 3 weeks in a row. LSU scored more than 50 points. Then they beat Georgia in the SEC championship game 37-10.
37-10. They beat Georgia and Kirby.
And then they put up 63 points against Oklahoma.
In the playoffs.
63 points.
They could have scored 120.
They could have. Yeah, it was unbelievable, that game.
And who did they play for the national championship? What league?
They beat that ACC team.
What was the score?
It was 42-25. Just an absolute whipping.
I think Mr. Hale. I think Coach Hale put Thomas Ray in his place. All right, let's go FSU schedule. Let's be fair and balanced. Let's look at FSU.
Let me look at the FSU schedule real quick. I'll pull it up. All right, that year FSU started off with Clemson. No. I'm sorry, that wasn't the first game. Let me go back. Let's see. Here we go.
Take your time.
Give me a second.
2-hour show. Take your time.
Yeah, we got plenty of time. We looked at.
They played Bethune-Cookman.
They played Pittsburgh.
Okay, Pitt's okay.
They played Nevada.
Who?
Nevada.
Okay, go ahead.
They beat Bethune-Cookman 54-6. That's a quality win right there.
They got Jinx next, right?
Yeah, they got Boston College next. Okay. I didn't know they still had a football program over there.
Awesome.
Maryland. Maryland was a top 25 team. They were actually ranked number 25, and they beat a top 25 team right there. Now here was a quality win. Clemson was number 3 in the nation at the time.
That's a big
win.
And
they beat Clemson 51-14. So that was I'll give them that.
We're kind of kidding around. FSU was good that year.
They were.
Come on, keep going.
They absolutely were. North Carolina State. Then they beat number 7 Miami 41-14. That was another quality win right there. But then they go to Wake Forest, Syracuse, Idaho. I mean, some of these teams. Then they finally played an SEC team, 37-7. They beat Florida.
37-7.
37-7. They beat Florida.
Florida was terrible that year.
And that was in Gainesville. They played that one in the Swamp.
Wow.
They went to the Swamp and beat them.
Who did they beat for the ACC?
Duke. They beat Duke 45-7 in the ACC championship game, and then they played Auburn for the national championship at the Rose Bowl and beat Auburn 34-31.
The fake punt. Wasn't it the fake punt that was incredible? And did somebody run a kickoff back?
That changed the whole game.
Yeah,
that fake punt was unbelievable. And then Auburn, they changed their defense up like a prevent defense, and FSU went right down the field and put them away. You got to give them credit.
I got to say one more thing before I go. I got to get back to doing some curls. Now, for FSU standards, that's a good season, But, I mean, looking forward to next year, in a couple weeks, we're about to start the season. I mean, if FSU wins 3 games, that's an improvement.
That's a huge improvement. 3 games is a monstrous improvement.
How did Alabama do last year? They lost 4 games.
Good.
4 games.
We'll give them one more chance.
All right. Hey,
all right,
great.
Guys, you all take care. Leighton Lorelei says hello.
Hey, my baby girls. I love y'all. See you soon.
Y'all, Facebook world, y'all watch out for Epcot Saturday. Your mind's going to be shocked. God bless America.
Thomas Ray, I think you got put in your place. What do you think?
I definitely agree. He's still talking trash. He's texting me right now. He said LSU had an extra game. FSU almost still had more points. But again, who did FSU play? Yeah, they had a lot of points against Bethune-Cookman and people like that.
That 80-point game against Idaho is doing
right. That's an outlier there.
But in all fairness, everybody knows we're kidding around, have a good time with this. FSU had a great.
Oh, they were amazing. It was a great season.
But real quick, to settle it all, because we're going to get Georgia in today. What time you guys stay the whole time?
Yeah.
Good. So we're great. Who though? You got LSU number one all the time. Give me the three best. We talked about all these teams. Give me three real quick.
I'm going the LSU 2019, 2020 Alabama, and then what was it? 2001 Miami.
Yeah. They were special.
Yeah.
What's your three?
Well, I think
you can put Georgia in there.
Yeah, I think those 21, 22 Georgia Bulldogs are getting a little disrespected in that list right there.
I'm with you.
You want to look at NFL talent. Just as important as that, though, is the coaching staff. I mean, you had Todd Monken, who went in the NFL and immediately became one of the best offensive minds up there. You have a great defensive staff there. I mean, to me, coaching, talent, all those first-round picks that came from those teams.
All that defense was incredible, man. What was it? What year was better? The one that beat Bama? They lost to Bama in the SEC. I was at the game. Beat Alabama, beat them in the SEC championship, but the national championship, Georgia put it on them. Which team was better?
I feel like Stetson that second time was just on a different level. And I think Stetson's probably holding that down in terms of the way that's being perceived. Stetson was just an absolute baller, particularly that last year.
Can we give Georgia, when they lost a game, LSU and Alabama didn't lose a game.
Right.
Well, that 22 team. That's when they walked through.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, all right, give us your top three.
The 01 Miami Hurricanes, I think, is just one of those legendary teams right there. I can't.
And they played a weak schedule.
Yeah, they did, but they were
the real deal. Like FSU, they were the real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the 2019 LSU team, and again, I'm going to put that 2022 Georgia team right there because I think it sets them different.
So we're all a little bit different.
Yeah.
I got Bama because I'm a homer. Then I'd go LSU. Then I'd go Georgia. You know what? I love Kirby. I think I'll go Georgia too. Just upset. I like that LSU.
But going back to that list, again, there's not a lot of Saban, not a lot of Kirby. Those teams, they had some teams up there were worthy of that top 10.
Let's talk about some. You talking about worthy? You talking about worthy? These guys are legends. These guys are incredible. Kyle Vandergriff. We all know Kyle Vandergriff. Whatever that guy does is unbelievable. Of course, his mom and dad are legendary people here in Bay County. The family's a legendary family. Vandy Roofing. General contracting, they design it, they build it, commercial, residential, they can do it all. But if you're looking for a roof and you want it done right, that'll last forever, it's Vandy Roofing. It's Kyle Vandergriff. And the legendary Kyle Vandergriff will be in the building tomorrow. Can't wait till he gets in here. Do you want your yard like a golf course? Mine does. You know who I go with? Turf Pro Pest Control. Locals taking care of locals. That's Patrick. Listen to Patrick every Monday, 8:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. You got bugs getting in your house? You can't get away? Yes, you can. Call Patrick. He can do it all. Patrick's incredible. War Eagle, FSU. He loves both of them, by the way. And we'll be right back. Alabama, Auburn, Georgia. In that order. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The next evolution in sports talk radio. We're back! 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. The Afternoon Underdog. Hello. The only live afternoon show in Panama City where you can win fantastic prizes from amazing local businesses every day.
That's right.
4 to 6 weekdays. The Afternoon Underdogs.
It's mayhem.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your weather forecast from ESPN Northwest Florida on this Thursday. A mixture of some sun and definite thunderstorms this afternoon and evening with a wind coming out of the south around 17 miles per hour and the high of 85. Tonight, look for partly cloudy skies with a temperature near 81. Tomorrow, a high around 86 and a mixture of some sun and a likelihood of thunderstorms. This weather forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
With over 65 years of combined experience, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to help you take your collection to the next level. They carry all the new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia, and supplies. New and vintage cards and Pokemon. They sell and trade cards and are always looking to buy. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards is open 7 days a week at 752 West 23rd Street, down from Academy Sports. It can always be reached at InstantReplaySportsCards.com.
Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. John. Powered by Panama City Toyota, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Are you looking for a place to take a leak? Do you have a truck, tractor, or other hydraulic equipment leaking or not performing as it should? At Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, we can get you back to work. Do you have a busted or leaking hose, hydraulic cylinder or pump needing repair? If competitive pricing and a quick turnaround are what matter to your business, come see us at Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, or you can give us a call at 850-326-3000. Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, 6840 Highway 77 in Southport, the best place in town to take a leak.
Put down your natural light. It's time for the Alabama Update. The Alabama Update, weekday mornings at 8. On the Coach James Hale Show at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Roll. Alabama Update is brought to you by the one and only, the legendary Stevenson Air Conditioners. Locals taking care of locals anytime, day or night. They're there for you. If you have any problem, don't go some national company. Don't go with somebody you don't know anything about. You go with Jason, Stevenson Air Conditioning. I guarantee you'll be glad you did. I know I am. Jason Kovaleski, Dr. Chad Mitchell, heck, it's about everybody we know. That's all they deal with, Stevenson Air Conditioning. You'll be glad you did. All right, Alabama Update. This is CBS came up with some bold predictions. I got a little bit of that. DeBoer did a pretty good job answering questions, on SEC Media Days. He was pretty honest about everything he talked about. Did a really good job. He's highly intelligent, good-looking guy. I think the players like him. He's a good coach. Look at his record; it's incredible. Is he the guy? Is he a good fit for Bama? I think this year's going to answer a lot of those questions. Year one, truly that they didn't meet the Alabama standards. So we hadn't lost 4 games since 2006, I think, or 2007. Saban goes 17 years. We're win 10-plus games or whatever it was, and we dropped the ball. But saying all that stuff, how bad they looked. They lost all their road games. Can they win on the road with him as a coach in the SEC? Saying all those negative things, he's the first coach since 1931 to win as many games he did, first-year head coach at Alabama. Frank Thomas, the great Frank Thomas, did that in 1931. So he did some good things. He won 9 games as a first-year coach. The problem is he took over a Cadillac, and it looked like a VW when they were through with it. Kind of, in my opinion, just my opinion. What did you two think about his first year? We know he didn't meet the standard, but the lack of discipline, I say it all the time, is the thing I'm concerned about. Is he the guy to get it done at Alabama?
Coming in as a coach in that situation is not easy. And of course, with the shoes he had to fill and everything else, 9 wins is impressive. But again, he's playing with house money with Saban's players that he recruited and everything else. I think this is going to be a better test for him this year. Once his program, he's had time to establish his rules, time to establish his protocols, and establish himself as the head coach of the program. This is going to be a big year for him.
You think it'll be a good year?
I think it'll be a good year. I think it'll be successful. I think Alabama makes the playoffs this year. So
he needs to. He needs to.
He does.
What do you think? Well, one of those wins came against Georgia, so that was not a big fan of that first year on my end from that perspective. But I mean, you look at the college football landscape. I mean, the question would be, if it's not him, who would it be? He's definitely, I think, of that top tier that you'd be looking for to fill those shoes. So the cultural dynamic, definitely interesting. I mean, can they keep up, particularly on the defensive side? You expect him to bring, the offensive success that he had at Washington. Some of that came through last year. Is the offense going to become the identity at Alabama under him? We'll see. But his recruiting class right now, I mean, I think that was one of the questions. Can he recruit in the South the same way that Alabama's standard has been? Right now, looking like it right now.
4 5-stars right now. They're knocking out of the ballpark. Proctor was there. I really he started every year. He's been there, walked on campus, started as a true freshman. He's a freak of nature. I think it was 6'6", 365, something like that. I don't know exact figures, but I know he's a huge individual. But DeBoer talked about him and said he's massive. He plays at a high level. Everything he does at a high level. Training, he trains at a high level, plays at a high level. Really good kid. He's already getting his degree. In December, he'll get his degree. 3 years, a GPA of a 3.7. Sound like really committed, smart players. It's a different. You win championship with good players. You can have great athletes and not win a championship. But when you have great players that are highly intelligent, that got unbelievable character, that's how you win championships. You go look at Georgia's great teams, Alabama's great teams, they had that. LSU great teams, they had that. And I've seen other teams with maybe more talent and not do it because they lacked in those two areas. Go ahead.
I think that's going to be more important in the NIL area. I mean, I know Kirby was preaching earlier this week, connections over transactions, and I think that's culture is going to be everything.
I love what he said too about developing players. There's no shortcut. It takes years, and these kids transferring out after a semester, that you don't know if you can play or not. You're cutting yourself. You're hurting yourself when you leave a great program where they have a track record of developing NFL players, and that's where the big money is. But you got to stay there and be developed, and I hate that about college football, that they can transfer after one semester. I hate that. Lawson was there. He's a fifth-year player. Of course, we had that devastating injury, the knee injury. He is a great football player when he's healthy. They say he is now. I hope he is. I hope that knee lasts, because if he is, Alabama's got a great ball player with him. But he also said he's great. He's a coachable player. He's like a coach on the field. So we shall see. Here we go. Can he win? His record, this is the thing about DeBoer. His record against ranked teams, he's 15-3. Number one in the nation against ranked teams. But here's the problem. His losses that he has, 13, 10 were against unranked teams. Okay, that Nick Saban and Bear Bryant, the elite of the elite, never lost games they were supposed to. They were always prepared. They didn't overlook anything. They prepared the same way every single day. I knew guys that were Coach Bryant way back in the day, guys that played for him. It was like, man, it was hard. This is what we're going to do every single day. Nothing changed. And that's the reason they never lost a game they probably shouldn't lose. Saban's the exact same way on steroids. Kirby is the same way.
And I think that's why some of the feelings last year probably are where they are with Alabama, regardless of, getting big wins in that schedule. But it's the losses they had were uncharacteristic Alabama losses. That Oklahoma game, that Vanderbilt game. I mean, just, Those were not performances you expect.
The Oklahoma game, the bowl game against Michigan, we didn't have the right cleats on. Yeah. I mean, you talk about attention to detail. He just followed the greatest of all time. And Saban was a freak of nature when it comes to that kind of stuff. So that's my only concern with that. You followed the best, maybe. To me, Bear Bryant's the greatest, and Nick Saban's right there with him. But we shall see. Year two is a lot better. He got his offensive coordinator now, but can he win the games he's supposed to, and can he win on the road? You got to go this year.
Going to Athens.
You got to go to Athens. You got to go to Auburn. Good luck. Those are two places it's hard to win a game.
Absolutely.
All right, I want to get back to CBS. This is what CBS said. Bold predictions. Alabama will lose one regular season, and they're going to miss out going to Atlanta. This is what's going to happen. Alabama runs through the schedule. LSU comes into Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And here's the key for LSU. LSU wins week one, they might win the whole thing. They might win the whole thing. All right. LSU goes into Bryant-Denny. They pull it off like they did in 2019. LSU beats Alabama. They go to Atlanta and play for the championship. Alabama does not get to go to Atlanta. They get extra time to rest, just like the Ohio State Buckeyes did last year. They go on to make the playoffs. They do well. Now, they don't say if they win a championship and all, but they say they win, I guess, the first round of the playoff. They don't say anything about a national championship. They talked about year one was bumpy, rocky for coach. Year two is going to be a lot better. He's got his offensive coordinator. Alabama defense is really good. Bama's back. Do y'all see a situation where you only win one game and you don't get to go to Atlanta? Georgia plays Texas. They play Alabama. LSU plays Alabama. LSU plays Texas?
Yes. LSU plays Texas.
Does LSU play Georgia?
No, not this year.
No.
So there could be a situation where you have two, maybe three teams with one loss. I don't know. I think everybody's going to have two losses myself. But could an 11-1 team miss out Atlanta? I guess they could head-to-head.
They could.
Yeah.
I mean, head-to-head would be the tiebreaker.
Wow. So maybe CBS is on to something. We shall see. All I know, year two from year one is like night and day. Everywhere I've coached at year one was a headache. You go in, you set the tone. His was totally different, though, like you pointed out. He was taking over. I mean, he had a Cadillac. He was getting a drive. He had put the right gas in it or something. Something didn't happen. Something when it wasn't supposed to be. Year 2 is supposed to be a lot better. They did like Ohio State did. They got the players they wanted to keep. They put the money in those guys, and they believe in them, and those guys believe in the coaching staff, so maybe great things happen year 2. Their schedule works out pretty good. It's not as difficult as some of the other schools in the SEC, so we shall see. Alabama Update's been brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. Anytime, day or night, Stevenson Air Conditioning is there for you. Locals taking care of locals. Hey, Wildcat, I want some jewelry. Where am I going? Who am I going to talk to?
One-of-a-kind handmade jewelry at affordable prices in a place where you can walk in, design it, and they can create it for you. They do it cheaper than anybody else. Go in, have your current jewelry that you have inspected and cleaned. If you want to sell it, they will buy it. Gold's at an all-time high. They're having an estate sale that's going on till the end of July. What that means to you is big savings on everything in the store. We're talking about David Adamson Designer Jewelry, Highway 77 in Lynn Haven.
You know, 1 in 5 can develop skin cancer. It can be deadly. If you're a female out there, you've really got to pay attention to 2 things. Number 1, breast cancer and skin cancer. If it doesn't look right, feel right, Dr. Ward's got offices throughout the Panhandle of Florida, all over the Panhandle, Northwest Florida. So call him, make an appointment. 5 minutes can save your life. Don't play around with that stuff. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill. Julie and I had a great time last night. The one on Thomas Drive, right across the street from the Navy base. Buy one, get one free. Can't beat it. Great place to have a birthday party. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. Get out to Newbies, have a great time. And I tell you what, did you hear my granddaughters? When they get on the phone, they say, Papa, they have no idea how much I love them. They are my life. I love those beautiful girls. Hey, I'm Johnny. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Have you ever wanted to reach out and smack someone?
Sit your ass down and shut up!
Call or text the Afternoon Underdogs on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida with your rants, hot takes, picks, and takedowns.
This is unacceptable at the University of Alabama!
This should go 7 games. You've got to have a bad game at some point.
The Red 70s Studio Line, 850-215-6290. ESPN Northwest Florida. Get in the game.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your weather forecast from ESPN Northwest Florida on this Thursday. A mixture of some sun and definite thunderstorms this afternoon and evening with a wind coming out of the south around 17 miles per hour and the high of 85. Tonight, look for partly cloudy skies with a temperature near 81. Tomorrow, a high around 86 and a mixture of some sun and a likelihood of thunderstorms. This weather forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
With over 65 years of combined experience, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to help you take your collection to the next level. They carry all the new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia, and supplies. New and vintage cards and Pokemon. They sell and trade cards and are always looking to buy. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards is open 7 days a week at 752 West 23rd Street, down from Academy Sports. It can always be reached at InstantReplaySportsCards.com.
Are you looking for a place to take a leak? Do you have a truck, tractor, or other hydraulic equipment leaking or not performing as it should? At Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, we can get you back to work. Do you have a busted or leaking hose? We can typically replace them while you wait. Hydraulic cylinder or pump needing repair? In many cases, we can have it back to you the next day. Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, 6840 Highway 77 in Southport, just south of Tractor Supply. The best place in town to take a leak.
ESPN Northwest Florida. The tradition continues.
Lots of force on this one. Hello, Chop House. A 2-run homer.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Whoa! Eagle! Hey, Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna, Guadalmires. Love those people. Cedars. We got so many Auburn Tigers in Bay County, heck, throughout the Panhandle of Florida. It's amazing. Lower Alabama. Guys, what do you guys think about Auburn? I think they're back. I think they're good across the board. They got good play. Now, this situation with these guys getting arrested, that puts a dent in your receiving group. I don't know how long. I don't know what's going to happen with him. Though, when you get arrested for something like that, you got a $20,000 bond, and you choking somebody out. Could they up? Hey, attempted murder. You don't know what's going to happen. I'm kind of worried about my Tigers.
The good thing for them, they've got a pretty easy opening schedule. The first 3 weeks they play Baylor, Ball State, and South Alabama. So if there's some suspensions involved and stuff like that, they don't have a really tough schedule early on to fight through without some of those key players.
I wouldn't sleep past that Baylor game.
They
got a heck of a quarterback.
Baylor on a Friday night on Fox, 6 o'clock, 6 or 7 o'clock our time. Yep. That's going to be interesting, man. I think that's a tough game.
Yeah. Well, I think the Auburn season's going to come down to 2 words: Jackson Arnold. Hugh Freeze has been looking for that quarterback, his entire time here. He's not found it yet. Jackson Arnold's coming in, supposed to be that guy. You hire Hugh Freeze, you expect Hugh Freeze offense, and they just have not had that consistently, on the Plains.
He's the developer of quarterbacks, and they hadn't done it at Auburn yet. All right, I'm going to get into the CBS bowl prediction for the Auburn Tigers. This is interesting because if it starts out he's going to have to weather the storm. This is what they say. The second half of the season, Hugh Freeze puts it together, and they finish the year pretty good. Auburn's likely, now listen to this, if this happens, this is going to be bad. Auburn's likely outside the top 25. They're going to be sitting at 3-3 during the season. Mm-hmm. Remember now, they got Baylor.
So they lose to Baylor. They win week 2, win week 3.
Yeah. And think about it. Look, they got Auburn, they got to go to Missouri. I think that's on October 18th. They're at Baylor. You got Oklahoma, you got Texas A&M, you got Georgia. They could be 3-3 when the season could shift when they play Georgia. A lot of people saying Auburn's going to upset Georgia at Auburn.
I know weird things happen at Sugar Jordan. I know that's the game on the schedule that Texas, Auburn, or Alabama, obviously the big games. The game I'm most concerned about is that sneaky sort of loss. Is
the same thing. Alabama going to Auburn. If they're ranked, there ain't no way we're going to beat them. So they're going, they're more or less saying they're 3-3. It starts out bad. They beat Georgia, and I think they're in this Iron Bowl. They said they're Iron Bowl. They're going to run in there at the Iron Bowl with 5 straight SEC wins. If that happens, and he beats Georgia, he's 3-3, beats Georgia, beats Alabama. He can be 7-5 and beat both those teams. He's good. Yeah. He's good. But CBS says they start out slow, they get better, and they finish up really strong. SEC Media Days. Falk, great guy. What a player, man. Great player, great leader. You know what this guy did? He said, I've been blessed, and when you're blessed, you bless other people. You help out. There's a walk-on player there at Auburn having some financial difficulties. Falk, he uses NIL money to pay the guys' way to school.
Wow.
Think about that. Think about that.
That's a good teammate.
How many other people you make money, you've helped out your family, you put money in the bank, and he's probably never had much money in his life, but he saw one of his teammates struggling, and he's going to help him pay his way to school.
That's impressive. Absolutely.
Hey, I love that. The character of this team sounds like it's pretty good. You're going to take care of. He talked about it. He said, walk-ons give us a good look. They got it hard. There's no doubt about that. They're hard the team, and I saw a way. I've been blessed. I saw a way I could bless someone else, so I did it. This guy's 6'6", 270, defensive end. Maybe be a first-round draft. I think he will be a first-round draft pick to the NFL. He was committed to FSU, and then Hugh Freeze came in, and he liked Hugh Freeze. They got along well, liked the coaching staff, liked Auburn, and so he left FSU or decommitted from FSU, and he signed with Auburn. And I know the Auburn people are glad he did, but what a great young man. And all the other things I read about him, he truly is a great guy. He's what about all college football is good about. And I do believe Auburn's going to be good. Them losing their receiver, I don't know, man. What do you guys think about? What do you think though? How long is he going to be out? Is he out for the entire year? Does the AD step in and say, we can't? I know how good he is. We can't do this. He's gone. What do you guys? What's your take? What happened at Georgia when they've had their problems and kids got arrested right before the season?
I know Etienne. He had to sit out the Clemson game last year. So that was a 1-game suspension on I think it was a DUI charge at the time. Not to dismiss the significance of that, but not a violent crime there. I mean, it's going to be interesting, particularly in this environment. Is it 1 game, 3 games? I would expect him to play this year. I'd be surprised if he
domestic assault with strangulation.
Yeah.
That ain't.
Well, I mean, we had a wide receiver last year, Colby Young. I mean, unfortunately we've had a couple wide receivers in a similar situation with some domestic issues. Both of them were, they lost their season, so maybe that's what he's looking at.
Well, the worst thing that happens is you dismiss the kid from the team, and if you keep him around, you have a chance to get him some counseling. You have a chance to get him some help. But if you just part your ways with him, then he's on his own, and maybe some of those things don't happen. So.
Yeah, everybody will get rid of him. You're right about that. When you cut him loose, you might have saved him if you gave him that one more chance. Yeah, is it wrong? Is it terrible? There's no doubt. We're not taking away from that. And this might lead him to the wrong path forever if you completely cut him off. So I don't think he's through with football. Even if Auburn did kick him out, somebody else is going to take a chance.
Somebody's going to pick him up.
This guy's a true freshman. 40 receptions, 451 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's the real deal now. He's the real deal. He can play. And they got a lot. It's not like that position is going to be cut in half. I mean, there's still a lot of good players. But he's something special. He's a special type player. By the time he got to Auburn, he would be something really, really good. But hell, I don't know if it's a girlfriend. I haven't looked into it much. They didn't really say what their relationship was that I've seen. But I don't know.
It's a bad look on him, bad look on the program.
Here's the deal. When you strangle someone, they can sentence you between 2 and 20 years. 2 and 20 years. I think he's gone for the year.
Yeah.
I think that playing football might be his least worries right now.
Yeah.
And they didn't say, did she pass out? Whatever. Anyway, not good.
Not good.
Definitely not good.
All right, we get back. We're going to ask our special guest what's going on with the legendary Kirby Smart, the Georgia Bulldogs, the best coach in college football. He has taken over for Nick Saban. But I will say this. If Ryan Day, which I've always said was born, Harbaugh was right. He was born on third base because that job is incredible, and you've never been a head coach, and you get that job. Could you say the same from Kirby Smart? Georgia is a great job, and Kirby never been a head coach before. Was he born on third base? He was with Nick all those years, the defensive coordinator. I think it's different. I don't think Kirby, and I know that's a homer on me. Kirby paid the price. He worked for Bowden. He worked for Saban. They worked for Urban Meyer, one of the best ever. So, but if Ron Day wins a national championship, do we all say now he's got 2, Kirby's got 2, Day's won back-to-back, his record's incredible. Kirby wins 10 games this year. I think his record will be 115 wins in 10 years. 115 wins in 10 years.
Yeah, that's impressive.
What's he lost, 19? Something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah. And Day's record is unbelievable, too. If Day wins the national championship, do we give him the title as the greatest coach in college football, or do we keep it at Kirby? I'm going to keep it with Kirby. Yeah. If he has a good year.
Yeah,
in terms of program building, I mean, what Georgia is now is different than what, Mark Richt, great coach, but it was a different level there. Day, particularly in the NIL area, the collective did a whole lot of heavy lifting, I think, for Day's season last year.
Well, how much time we got? I got time to do anything else? Oh, heck, I rushed. I thought that other finger you showed me a minute ago, that was for another reason, I guess. All right, let me go through this real quick. These are CBS bowl predictions. I'll go through a couple of them. I'm going to say these to them probably when I get back. Vandy will have a rare win over a ranked team. I say yes. I agree with that. They'll upset somebody.
Yeah, they did it last year. They have a chance of doing it again this year. I wrote that one in a little bit.
Thank you. Mississippi State will beat the Big 12 champion Arizona State in week 2.
That is a bold prediction. They
almost beat them last year.
That's a very bold prediction.
They almost beat them last year.
Yeah.
They got it right.
I think that's. I'm going to fade that one. I think the Arizona State quarterback coming in is.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen. I don't think that happens.
All right, this is for Wildcat. Kentucky Wildcats. Kentucky goes winless. This is CBS, not me. This is from CBS Experts.
Yeah, but why are you smiling?
Kentucky goes winless in the SEC.
That's tough.
This is from Randy Williams.
Yeah.
Do you know that Kentucky, since 2001, their record against SEC teams, 7 wins, 17 losses? I didn't realize that.
Wow.
I didn't think it was that bad, but that's one of those facts and figures that you kind of want to wash out of the head and not think about.
Missouri, running back Hardy, he's going to be the most productive transfer in the SEC. He could be the leading rusher in the SEC. You know, they got 17 stars coming back from Missouri, which is kind of unheard of today in time where people transfer.
Missouri's got a strong program. They really do.
Watch out, Bama. Watch out. You got to go on the road and play them. Yeah. Watch out.
Yeah.
Do they have I don't think they'll have the leading rusher in the SEC.
I'd be surprised.
Yeah, I agree.
It could be Georgia. They run the ball quite a bit. It could be Florida. One of the Florida run backs. Who knows? All right, let's take a break. The rest of this I'm going to save until later. Right, Monday on this. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. Appreciate all of our wonderful sponsors. Dr. Chad Mitchell, the legend, the living legend. People come from all over to be operated on Dr. Chad Mitchell. Cheryl Otter, grew up with her since we were in elementary school. She called, can you help me out? Can you get me in to see Dr. Mitchell? I'll make a phone call. He takes her as a patient. He operates, and she's in heaven. She said the guy's incredible. He's one of the first doctors to be trained in robotic surgery, Dr. Chad Mitchell, 26 years on Bay County sidelines. I was so happy to see they recognized him last year at Arnold.
Yeah, that was great.
After 25 years, that's pretty cool.
He gave me an artificial thumb. He did a great job on my thumb. I mean, changed my life. I couldn't use my hand. Dr. Mitchell took care of me, and now I was back to normal.
Jeremy Hester with his back injury.
Yes, that was huge.
He would never got the scholarship with him for Chad Mitchell. Chad Mitchell is truly a legend. Listen to him every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Also, Steve's Bike Shop. You looking for electrical bike, the old-fashioned bikes, they got them there right across the street from Sam's. He does great work, man. He's also a swim coach at Mosley. Make sure you go support him, Steve's Bike Shop. Also, Vandy Roofing. Kyle, love you, brother. Doing an incredible job. You looking for a roof, it's Vandy Roofing. And Kyle will be with us tomorrow. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
Up to the minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Winter Storm Enzo.
And breaking weather as it happens.
Hurricane Helene.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
Rely on it.
At Broad Lawn and Pest Control, we're proud to be awarded the distinction of being Quality Pro certified.
Our technicians have passed rigorous training in eco-friendly application and prevention of pest treatments.
Part of the program is the practice of integrated pest management.
IPM's goal is to prevent pests from ever entering your home. It includes inspection, prevention, education, and, when necessary, application.
We're proud to be Quality Pro certified.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, the standard and level of trust.
Don't just stand there. Everything you need to turn $1 into an epic win is in your hand. Hard Rock Bet. Bet it, parlay it, boost it. However you want to do it. From wherever you are to the moon. Bet anytime a line, prop, or parlay catches your eye. And withdraw cash when you want it. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. New players bet $5 and get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Do you own an HVAC, plumbing, or home service business? Then listen up, because if your phone's not ringing, your marketing isn't working. At Amplify AI, we use real AI-powered marketing to fuel your website, boost your SEO, and drive quality leads that grow your business. That's why we amplify your business results using AI. We're local, right here in Panama City Beach, and proud members of the PCB Chamber of Commerce.
Call Lee at 850-299-1269 or visit weamplifyai.com. Hear the roar.
The number one SEC call-in show is now twice as big. It's double the Paul Feinbaum Show. Weeknights starting at 6.
Okay, but also go faster.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
go. Richard Sanders, you hear that fight song? Richard Sanders is a huge Georgia Tech guy.
I'm glad that rivalry is spicy again.
Yeah.
I hate Brent Key because I respect Brent Key.
Are they going to play that in Atlanta this year?
Yep.
They're going to keep it there, or are they going to go?
They're renovating that little stadium that Tech has.
Yeah. I don't know why they don't play the neutral site in Atlanta every year like Iron Bowl. I used to love when the Iron Bowls played in Birmingham.
I don't think Kirby wants to give away another recruiting visit. We already do that with Jacksonville.
Yeah. All right. What do you have on the Georgia Bulldogs for us?
Well, on the recruiting side of things, it's not been the best week to be a dog. We got a great linebacker yesterday, Nick Adams, but we lost some bids to Texas. Atkins is the top prospect in Georgia, ended up taking a large offer from that team over in Austin. We had a player flip, defensive lineman flip over there this week. So on the recruiting side, it was a great June, great start to July. Not the best week here, but I think Kirby was leaning into that with his SEC Media Day conversation earlier, as I mentioned about the importance of connections over transactions. Georgia's never going to be the top NIL team if a recruiting commitment comes down to having the biggest bag. It's never going to be Georgia's game. But luckily, I think we're still ranked top recruiting class in the country right now. We got a great 5-star quarterback coming in, reloading on that front. I expect us to finish no worse than third. So we're not hurting in the NIL age, but we're certainly not gonna outbid Texas for some of these prospects if they really are committed to throwing that money around.
I think nobody has Texas money. I don't think many people have Texas A&M money, but I don't think anybody.
Not Texas Tech money.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I will say this: I don't think anybody argues this. No one does a better job in developing players now than Kirby Smart. You go there, you stay there. Look at the guys he's put into the NFL, especially on the defense side of the ball. But then again, look at every position he puts them in the NFL. If Jared was growing up and had that type of ability, my decision would be, you're going to Georgia. I don't care. You're going there. Because right now I believe in him more than we love Alabama, but I believe more in Kirby Smart than any other coach out there. I think you're going to laugh at this. I think Lane Kiffin's a heck of a football coach. He does some stupid decisions on that, whatever you call it, but I think he's a good coach. But I want my son to play for Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby's a great coach. Absolutely.
I'm trying to look up the recruiting thing you just got through talking about, because I had some information on one of the services, and Georgia was, I want to say they were 30. Yeah, this is Rivals. Rivals has, now you got ESPN, you got Fox, you got
24/7.
24/7's a big one. You got all these different ones. But Rivals right now, as of, I think, Monday, okay, could have changed. Georgia, with 93.2 points, has a number one recruiting class for 2026. Number two, they're actually tied. Commitments, USC has 31. Georgia has 29. But they had Georgia. Everything looks the same, but they had Georgia right above USC. USC was second. Notre Dame was third, 92.5 with 26 commitments. Texas A&M, Elko's doing a good job. They got a lot of money. 92.3 points, 24 commitments, okay? I'm going to go back to Georgia has 2 5-stars. USC has 2 5-stars. Notre Dame has 1 5-star. Texas A&M has 1 5-star. Number 5 by Rivals is Alabama. They got 92 points, only 19 commitments. Watch out for this class for Alabama. It could be number 1 when everything's said and done. They've got 4 5-stars, more than anybody else. And number 6 is Oregon, 91.7. Only 14 commitments so far. Big money there. They got 3 5-stars. LSU is number 7th. And they're actually tied with Oregon, so they're really 6. 91.7, same points. They got 1 more commitment. 2 more commitments, 16. They got 2 5-stars. They actually had Oregon 6, LSU because of that. Number 8, the Ohio State Buckeyes, 91.6. They got 21 commitments. They got 1 5-star, according to Rivals. Michigan is at number 9, 90.9. 21 commitments, 1 5-star. Clemson's number 10. 90.6, 21 commitments, 0 5-stars. The Florida Gators, good job, Billy Napier. And they're hiring some of these other ones. Florida's at 90.5 points. Miami's 12. FSU on this one is 13. Texas is 14th. I think they got so much money tied up in the last couple of years. And Jason explained that to everybody. I can't really explain it, but I'll let him do it more. Tennessee's 15th and 16th Penn State. Ole Miss came in at number 21, and Oklahoma came in at 24. Surprisingly, Oklahoma's recruiting really well. Auburn, not so much.
60s. Yeah, you have to scroll down a little bit.
Way down. Is it because they put so much money, because of the cap, they put so much money? That's what Jason was explaining. You see Texas put so much money in the last couple of years to get those players they have there now, and they're going to keep those guys. They don't have the money to go spend on the other guys coming in. And the committee will not give them that kind of money. It doesn't fit the position or whatever. Thank you. So what do y'all guys think? Is that what it is?
I don't know to what extent is the hot seat component that Freeze is coming into the season with. Is that hurting some folks? Is the lack of success?
I think so. You know good and well how dirty recruiting is. He's not going to be there.
Yeah, it makes it tough. Really does.
Brian Kelly, he's not going to be there. They don't win the championship. He won't be there.
He won't be there. Absolutely.
So, but I really think there's something to. If this is true, this is how it's going to be in the future, which hopefully the deals they're working on now could save it. But if it goes on like this, we're going to be just exactly like the NFL. You're going to be good for a couple of years. The other teams has the better draft picks because they're going to have more money to spend than those guys. It looks like that's what it's looking like. It's flipped back and forth.
Fewer dynasties.
With the cap.
Fewer dynasties, fewer teams winning it, 3 out of 4 years and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot different landscape for sure.
The commissioner, this was about 5 minutes ago, SEC. We're still working towards a non-conference game. He wants a non-conference game. We're going to have it.
Well, one thing I care about as an SEC fan, I mean, if we go with the current setup, we're looking at losing probably the Auburn rivalry. Whereas if it goes to the 9-game schedule, you have the 2 permanent rivals, that sort of stuff. That makes it a little bit easier to balance out, having the Florida and the Auburn game.
Yeah.
But that's how do you balance that tradition component to it with the massive changeover in the schedule right now? I mean, it's
all right. You guys got Florida every year. This year, you got Alabama, Texas. Those 3 games right there are brutal. You got Auburn at Auburn, and people go, Auburn had maybe good. Go play Auburn at Auburn, then tell us what you think about that. Yeah. You've never been there, you don't know what we're talking about. They have to pick up. They don't have LSU this year, right?
No, they don't.
Throw LSU on there. So
right.
Say they pick up LSU.
Because that's always been a great game, great rivalry game, was that LSU-Auburn game, and I'm going to miss that game this year for sure.
Well, think about this. You could have a great year, great team, and you get a kid hurt, you wind up losing 3 games or 2 games, and you could be left out because our schedule in the SEC is like no other. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's going to happen. I think it's going to. After I saw what the commissioner got through saying, I think we're going to be at 9 games. I think, like you said, money. ESPN's going to pay more money. And now with what the Big Ten's doing to us, they're going to twist our arm. And is it right? Is it fair to have as many as everybody else? The Big Ten? Probably.
Yeah, I think it's fair. I mean, if you're looking at what goes on in the playoffs and making the playoffs, it's only fair for the conferences to have the same number of conference games. So.
Well, let's jump into your LSU Fighting Tigers.
Yeah.
What do you guys expect this year? I mean, he dug the grave.
He really did.
His payoff's pretty nice. Is he just like, hey, I'm 68 years old. Give me my 60, 70 million. I'll go home.
Yeah, I mean, almost like another Coach O situation.
Yeah.
He's got a great buyout contract.
Do I have to give my wife $8 million?
Yes, he might have to. But, LSU is going to be, it's all about Garrett Nussmeier. What kind of season he has. I mean, right now, he's in second place for odds to win Heisman Trophy behind Arch Manning. If Garrett Nussmeier has a great season, I mean, and it's going to take a Heisman Trophy type season out of Garrett Nussmeier for LSU to have a chance to win a national championship. I think he threw for over 4,000 yards last year. He had a great season last year, but this is going to be a huge, and Brian Kelly's, his career at LSU is riding on on Garrett Nussmeier this year. You know, what happens there is going to make a big factor in what goes on for the future of LSU football.
Well, we'll say compared to the other Tiger team, if I had to rest my career on a quarterback, I'd much rather be Nussmeier than Jackson Arnold.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No doubt about that.
And I know he blew up the Manning Academy this year.
Yes, he did. But I tell you, if you look at the SEC Media Days, you go back and you look for Whit Weeks' interview in the SEC Media Days. And Whit Weeks, linebacker for LSU, led the SEC in tackles last year, just a phenomenal player. If anybody ever asks you, you know, what's so special about college football? Why does everybody love college football? Go watch that interview with Whit Weeks and just listen to the passion in his voice. Whit Weeks is a Georgia native, you know, and he just absolutely loves the atmosphere, loves playing for those fans in Baton Rouge. And it's a great interview that talks a lot about the passion of college football.
Sounds outstanding. I think week one with LSU, they win that game, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, well, I mean, Brian Kelly hasn't. I mean, that's been the story of the season.
I mean, he's lost 5 years, 5 seasons. Well, LSU has lost the opening game 5 in a row. Yeah. And
how can that be possible at LSU? I don't care.
Rough schedule. I mean, they had there's 2 FSU games. Last year was a USC.
He got out coached in both of them.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
When this kick,
I was at that Florida State. That was fun. In New Orleans, that was great. What was the next one? Orlando when they played?
Yes, they played in Orlando.
Yeah,
last
and
year.
FSU won both those ball games.
They did.
Alabama, FSU week 1. Are we going to be shocked the improvement by FSU, or are we going to be shocked that Bama's back, or are we going to be shocked DeVore's on the hot seat now?
Well, I think if Alabama takes care of business, I think it's going to be okay. Well, I think the story's going to be more about FSU just not being up to the occasion again. Right or wrong, I mean, the rest of the season might prove that out. But if FSU can come in there, new quarterback, new offensive coordinator, see what Gus Malzahn can do, get on that Gus bus.
And I'll be honest with you, we don't know to predict what's going to happen because we have no idea how good FSU's roster is. It could be really good, or it could be like it was last year, which I don't think it is, or it could be average. We don't know because you can't. Lane Kiffin talked about that. Look at how Ole Miss, their roster changes so much year to year. Nobody gets better transfers than that guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, last year with FSU is that, say what you will about the roster, that roster was more talented than what they did last year. So what does that speak to? A larger cultural component that was going into that, still with the hangover of the year before, the opt-outs, all that sort of stuff. I mean, obviously last year was about more than just the roster talent.
We got to take a break. We'll come up and finish out today. Love our sponsors, Beef O'Brady's in Lynn Haven. Patrick, we love you, brother. Get out to Beef O'Brady's, have a great time. Tell them Coach sent you. City Commissioner's unbelievable. His restaurant's second to none. Beef O'Brady's, Lynn Haven. David Adams, we love Rust, Amber, Dr. Ward. I tell you what, unbelievable. El Rodeo Tequila Bar Girl, Jay Michaels, Max Fitzpatrick Nutrition, Newbies. And I tell you what, Patrick does a great job. Turf Pro Pest Control. That yard will look like a golf course. You got bugs in the house, call Patrick. Listen to him every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN.
Game going with ESPN Northwest Florida. Just because you get out of the car doesn't mean the Sports Talk and Live play-by-play have to end. Just say, hey Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida. From Michigan Avenue to the Man Cave, from the car to the kitchen, we've got you covered. Keep the game going. Hey Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your weather forecast from ESPN Northwest Florida on this Thursday. A mixture of some sun and definite thunderstorms this afternoon and evening with a wind coming out of the south around 17 miles per hour and a high of 85. Tonight, look for partly cloudy skies with a temperature near 81. Tomorrow, a high around 86 and a mixture of some sun and a likelihood of thunderstorms. This weather forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Experience a higher level of service. David Adamson Designer Jewelry has been providing you the very best of fine jewelry and repair in Lynn Haven for over 32 years. David has added Amber Anderson and Russ Clare, names you've known and trusted in PCB for years with your fine jewelry and watch needs. Find that one-of-a-kind engagement ring, that special anniversary gift, or something colorful just for you. Amber and Russ will find it or build it for you, serving Bay County and beyond in Lynn Haven at the corner of Ohio Avenue and 9th. David Adamson Designer Jewelry.
This is Patrick with Turf Pro Pest Control.
Summer is finally here. Now is the time to enjoy your lawn with cookouts, pool parties, or just catching some of that summer sun. Don't let fire ants ruin your day. Call Turf Pro Pest Control. Turf Pro will come out to your property and eliminate fire ants quickly. We guarantee it. Call Turf Pro. The blue and yellow trucks make your lawn green. Find us on Facebook at Turf Pro PC.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Bonafide and qualified.
Live and local from the J. Michael Studio.
Certified.
From the Sports Talk Monster. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hey! Glenn says, babe. Good job there, baby. Good job. Wildcat, you are knocking it out of the ballpark like always. You feeling okay?
I'm starting to feel a lot better all of a sudden.
Does Brian need to come and give you mouth-to-mouth? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good now.
All right.
I got you if you need me, Wildcat.
It will be him because it won't be me. You take your last breath.
I don't know where that mouth has been.
Don't want to know.
We were talking between the break. Though Bishop had to leave. We were talking between the break. What Spurrier said about LSU. Tell everybody what it was. I love Spurrier. He'll say anything, do anything. I love that man.
Yeah, it was a funny comment by Steve Spurrier. He was talking about Garrett Nussmeier's interview at SEC Media Days, and he said, man, after listening to that kid talk, there's no way LSU would lose a game this season. You know, the amount of confidence he has. And you know, from everything that I've read, the team chemistry at LSU is pretty special this year. So I think Spurrier's on the money. You know, LSU doesn't lose a game this year.
I tell you what, if they got to win week one. Clemson's going to be really good. They can win there. Look out! They got the ability to do it all if the defense plays up to its.
Big question.
That's been the big deal. Is that the offense has been outstanding?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: anything on SEC Media Days that stand out? Anything exciting? You know, the Saban, he's coming back coaching.
That's been interesting watching on social media. Everybody all excited about Saban coming back to coaching, but why would he? You know, I mean, there's no reason for Saban to even think about coming back to coaching.
I was thinking, you know, he was in New Orleans. No, I think it was in New Orleans. He was in the state anyway when they put him in the Hall of Fame. Right. I was thinking, I guarantee you, one of those huge boosters said, "Nick, we'll pay you anything. We'll give you anything you want. If Kelly doesn't get it done this year, he's gone. You need to come back." I don't know that happened. I got a feeling it might have.
Yeah. He was Natchitoches, Louisiana, is where the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame is, and I think he made that comment. You know that one of his biggest regrets was leaving LSU.
Yeah.
And man, when he said that, he's got a lot of people's interest in Louisiana when he said that. But I don't see any way Saban goes back to coaching.
How that would affect the Alabama people? Kind of like how it affected y'all when he came to Alabama.
Yeah, it did.
There'd be some hurt feelings.
Definitely some hurt feelings because you know, as much as LSU fans love the man for what he did at LSU, but also hate him for what he did when he left LSU, the way he left LSU. So you know, but I guarantee you, if somebody said, you know, Saban's back coaching LSU, they'll sell every ticket for that stadium sold out left and right, man. But
we shall see. Man, why would he?
Miss Terry won't let him. There's no way.
He owns car dealerships everywhere. He's making money from that. He's making money from ESPN. He gets paid $500,000 just to call the booster, you know, the big money people in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, he's got it made right now.
What do you think the biggest booster for LSU? What do you think is worth? $500,000, $500,000, $600,000?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know either. You don't hear a whole lot about the who's putting the money into the program, but you know, there's some people in Louisiana that throw a lot of money into that program at LSU.
I don't know who the biggest in Alabama is. I know Coach Bryant's son, Paul Jr.
Yeah,
he's worth over $800 million.
Wow.
Worth, and he used to, I thought somebody one time told me he gives every year $10 million to it. He's big in the football thing, but the Drummond's family, Bama's got a lot of wealthy people. Yellowwood has to be probably the richest guy in the state. Yeah. And
you hear a lot about him, how much money he puts into the program.
Yeah, they used to be the banker. My brother went to that school, that guy at Lanier, the banker. God, what's his name? Lauer, I think. And Scott Casey was married to one of the big boosters at Auburn also. Yeah. Best daddy. So anyway, all right. I don't know if we have enough time to get. How much time we got? 5 minutes? I don't know if we have enough time to do this. We can jump into it real quick. We'll go fast over it. They rank the greatest 12 teams in the playoff era. Coming at number 12, these are teams that obviously made the playoffs. It came to Washington. They came in number 12. I think they made it twice. They got killed by Alabama the first time they were in it. Then they played for the national championship with DeBoer.
Yep.
Number 11, Boise State. Now, I would have had Boise State at 12. Boise State, AP top finishes, 7 seasons with at least 10 wins. Okay, but who did you beat? Number 10, Penn State, 1 conference championship, 5 AP top 10 finishes. Okay, that's okay. Oregon at number 9, 4 conference championships, not Big Ten, but conference championships over the playoff era, 4 AP top 10, 2 playoff appearances. Number 8, LSU, way back at number 8. LSU, 29 national championship, maybe the best team ever played, 2 AP top 10, 1 conference championship. Number 7, Notre Dame, no conference, but they've been in there. They got destroyed by Alabama in the national championship game. Ohio State, Clemson, top 25 finishes so many times. I don't know if I'd have LSU at Notre Dame at number 7. I think I'd have them back further than that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, Notre Dame, just not being in a conference, not having to compete in a conference.
And they get in. They got an easier road.
They absolutely
Look at the schedule they can play compared to the Big Ten SEC schools. I don't like that. Michigan at number 6. They did win the national championship. They have 3 conference championships, 4 AP top 10 wins. Oklahoma at number 5. They had won 11 games, 6 of the last 7 years during this time frame. 6 conference championships, not the SEC, but where they used to be. 4 playoff appearances. Georgia at number 4, back-to-back national championship, 4th winning percentage behind Ohio State, Clemson versus AP, or really versus anybody. At number 3, Clemson, 8 conference championship, 2 national championships. The top 4, I get it. 3 of them you could put where you want. The number 1, we all know who that is. At number 2, they got the Ohio State Buckeyes, 11 AP top 10 finishes in 11 years, 2 national championship, won 90% of their games, those games. Alabama, no debate, the greatest run we've ever seen in any sport with Nick Saban. It's unbelievable what they've done. 10 AP top 10 finishes. That's unheard of. They averaged 12.4 wins per year the last 11 years. Saban, 16 years. He's won 10 or more games, 6 national championships. There's no debate.
No, absolutely. There's no debate. The greatness of Alabama during the playoff era has just been unbelievable.
Oh, why do we have to change? I'm going to give you some love to your baseball team. Who's doing a good job? Give us some names. Who's doing a pretty good job for you?
This summer, a lot of my older guys were off playing tournaments all over the country, getting ready, looking to college recruit. Zach Flitcraft, Cash Zirkle, Lane Hathaway. Those guys are going to be some returning starters that are going to be key to my program. We've got a lot of young guys. I was looking at my roster yesterday. I've got 24 players in my program right now that are at least 11th or 12th graders, 24. Dang. So I've got a lot of decisions to make as far as cutting down that roster and seeing who belongs on the team. And we just have a phenomenal group of young kids with our JV program. So it's going to be very interesting and a lot of fun.
Now, your coaching staff, do you have it in place? Are you still looking to bring somebody in? Or?
I kept all of the assistant coaches that were there last year with Coach Patton stuck around with me this year, and that was a huge win for me because those players trust those coaches a lot, and I have some really good coaches on my staff. Kyle Nichols, Jason Franzese, Alec Aliwine, and I'm bringing in Daniel Bearfield, who coached with me in North Bay Haven. He's coming and joining the staff, so I'm very happy with my coaching staff. Very strong.
All right, I do want to say this. You will be hearing something next week big. They'll make it out bigger than what it is. There will be an issue here in Bay County when it comes to high school football, recruiting, and you got to hear the whole story now. That is, when you hear it from the media, you're going to think, oh, wow, this is not like you think. It's not near as bad. And this stuff happens everywhere, every day.
It does, and it's going to be what it's going to do is hurt some kids that really shouldn't. That's going to be the real losers in the situation of the players. But they'll bounce back. They're resilient, and I think some.
And when it gets out there, we'll tell you the real story.
The real story. Yeah. There's a lot to it.
A lot to it. All right, keep it right here tomorrow. I don't know if James is going to sit in for me or not. I got to talk to him, but Kyle Vandergriff will be here. The Buckeye boys will be here. They're probably going to twist our arm and make us play non-conference games. I think they run the world, the Buckeye boys in the Big Ten. But keep it right here all day long. Remember, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida is home of the Atlanta Braves. Should I just go to Disney's and show up?
Come on. I mean,
what can you do? Spank me?
Nothing. Absolutely. You can join us, and you can be our leader. You can lead the
I'm going to stay away from you. I'll just watch from afar. All right, we're out. 104.3 ESPN. Thank you, Brian. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Mornings on ESPN Northwest Florida just got unsportsmanlike.
Jalen Hurts may be the most disrespected quarterback we have ever seen. He has championed the most unstoppable play in the history of the sport in the tush push.